everyone, a very warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. Thanks so much for joining me. We're going to be doing a love reading for Gemini, and this is for the month of June. Now, if you're new to my channel, you may not realize that I do weekly readings, monthly zodiac readings for every sign, and I do love readings. If you are a return person to the channel, that's great. Lovely to have you here. Always appreciate my subscribers. Now, the readings are general readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. However, at Living with Spice, Spirit is here to help us learn and grow. You know, as we are experiencing different soul lessons, challenges in our life, it's not always easy to know how to best respond or the choices that are available to us. So whether this fits exactly with your situation or whether there are just gems along the way that are helping you, hopefully there is something here to help you understand your life and the energy surrounding the different things that are happening for you, and there are some good takeaways for you. Now, if you prefer to have a private reading, my details are in the description box below. I also have some details around the cards that I regularly use and my book, The Power of Soul Loving, a spiritual guide to love and freedom. And that book is very, very helpful to anybody who's going through significant change and transformation in their life, and they just need a way to navigate through those challenges and to understand the beauty that lies at the other end when we're able to really take care of our mental, emotional, physical, and our spiritual well-being. All right, Gemini, let's get stuck into your reading to see what is coming up for you in terms of love relationships, with yourself, with a special person, and with others in your life. Okay, Gemini, we're going to take a look at what is coming up for you in terms of love relationships in July. And this could be around the energy surrounding you in terms of love for self, love for a special person, or just relationships in general. So we ask you, Spirit, to give us guidance for Gemini in the month of July. Well, to start off with, Gemini, we do have you in a state of worry and stress. So there's a lot on your mind at the moment at the beginning of July, and we can see that with the Nine of Swords. It's a lot of thinking and contemplating, a lot of worry and a lot of stress over relationships in your life at the moment, or perhaps with a special person. So there's a lot of mental activity, a lot of things keeping you up at night time, and you're just searching and looking for answers and the best way forward. And as a result of this, it does feel like you're carrying a lot of heavy burdens on yourself at the moment. And there's a lot of contemplation around this, but you'll notice that the person here is holding on to these burdens. There is nothing keeping those burdens with you at this point in time. So it would seem that perhaps you don't need to be carrying all of this weight upon your shoulders, that this is unnecessary. And it does make it hard for you to see the light of day when you are carrying so many burdens and so mentally confused. In both these cards we have the moon being represented here, and this would indicate that you are you're deep within your emotions, you're deeply reflecting and seeking answers. But you know, you can see that it's very hard to get clarity when you've got so much mental activity going on, and that's creating a lot of burdens for you. So you know, you kind of create your own stuckness with this kind of energy, Gemini. It's not a great place to be. So it probably is, I would say, within your power to let all of that go. After all, you know, it's about learning to manage your thoughts, managing your mind, and deciding what burdens to put down. Do you really need to keep all of those things weighing heavily upon you? This is followed by the Hierophant. So I feel that you are seeking insights from your higher self, from Spirit, from the divine. You're looking for that guidance and that reassurance. in your life right now. So yeah. And then we have the World card, which does let us know that change is in the wind, that definitely things are moving and shifting, and you're probably recognizing that this is happening, which is why you're so deep in contemplation and you feel quite burdened at the moment. But change does not mean a bad thing. And the fact that you are seeking guidance from a higher power, when I say a higher power, spirit, divine, your higher self, you're looking for wisdom, you're looking for insight. It says to me that you're going in the right place to find that direction and that guidance, because you're recognizing that this is the beginning of a change in your life, a new cycle. So the World card lets us know that something's ending and something is going to be beginning. And usually it's quite significant change. The World card represents a significant change in your life. And again, I can see on all four of these cards there is a moon, which, lets us know that you're seeking to see things that are hidden from you at the moment, that you're not understanding or not seeing, and you're deeply reflective and deeply seeking answers, seeking wisdom, seeking insight into your situation. I do believe that it's unfolding, but it's unfolding slowly, and we've got the Seven of Cups, so you're moving in the right direction in terms of emotional fulfillment. You do have a realization that, after this World card, or obviously a change that happens in your life, perhaps a change of perspective, things are shifting for you. You're starting to feel reconnected with yourself and having a sense of emotional fulfillment. And you're starting to see that this is popping up in all areas of your life. And it does mean that you can change your perspective and you can change your focus to other things. There are multiple things going on in your life, which is very positive. And you can see the benefits of that. And you're starting to look at other options and other ways to be able to bring that emotional fulfillment back into your life and re-energize yourself, which is really beautiful. So let's see how this is unfolding for you. I do get a sense that we're shifting from something that feels negative and disempowering to you having an awareness and a realization, an epiphany, and a real sense of new opportunities as you're starting to see other ways that you can create fulfillment in your life, and that you have plenty of options available to you, which is beautiful. There is definitely hope and better times on the horizon for you, Gemini, which we can see in the Seven of Cups card in this deck. And I do feel that Spirit is saying, don't give up, just remain hopeful, stay focused on the things that lift you. All of the images in this card here are definitely about things that bring passion and inspiration into your life, that help you to stay connected with the divine and to stay balanced within your life. Yes, you do have a sense of wanting greater fulfillment in your life. And you're trying to come to terms with that. So during July, it really probably is about being patient and going with the flow. There's definitely things shifting and changing for you. You have a desire to feel more fulfilled, more emotionally fulfilled, and you're dreaming and thinking about this a lot. And it does sort of sit, this is the Four of Cups, it does sit under the Nine of Swords energy here. So, however, I do feel that your ability to imagine your future is becoming positive and more fruitful. You are allowing yourself to examine the ways that you are able to create fulfillment for yourself, and in multiple ways. And I feel that you are starting to pick yourself up. I think you've got moments of feeling up and down during the month here, but you shift your focus back into your physical life in terms of improvement. The Queen of Pentacles energy is a beautiful, grounded, self-assured energy, which is you, Gemini. And this is you shifting your focus to how to physically create improvement in your life, Perhaps you're focusing on your finances and your projects, the things that are going to give you more visible change in your life where you haven't been able to see fulfillment. You are looking to your physical world to start to create change for the future, more sustainable change. So the Queen of Pentacles is not a light energy. She is self-assured and very determined in her actions, and she carries a lot of wisdom of things learned, experiences, and she uses that to create beauty in her world and improvement in her world. And this is your focus at the moment, Gemini. And I do believe that it does actually start to bring some very positive changes for you, because we have the Three of Cups. Your energy is being restored. There's celebrations for you, and you are recognizing that there are ways to be able to be connected and feel fulfilled. I still feel, though, the cards are letting me know that your emotions are still swinging a little bit here and there, and you know, sometimes the Three of Cups can be speaking of the influence of other people in your life and how that may emotionally impact you. So we'll come back to that. We've got the Five of Cups here, where there are moments that you feel a little bit low in energy and at times wanting to give up. It just, you know, we all have those good days and bad days, and the Five of Cups tells us that there are some points along the way during July that you feel that things are not quite working out the way you'd like it to. It's temporary. All is not lost. You know, 5 is typically the number about change and transition, and you're doing a lot of exploring about how you emotionally feel about things. And it does require, you know, somewhat some strength, some inner strength within you. The Spirit is saying you've got that inner strength, and you do actually have the wisdom to calmly move through this cycle of transition for yourself. And it's important to acknowledge your emotional state and your needs, to examine what it is that fulfills you positively. And I feel that you're making a good solid effort to do that by seeking guidance and wisdom, and by looking at how you can make improvements in your life in terms of your career and your physical world, and how to sort of confidently grasp that. And I do feel that you do that there is celebration, and that you have a win in that area for yourself. So don't be too hard on yourself, Gemini. You know, do try to see the positives around you and the many opportunities, which I feel that you do with the Seven of Cups. Let's see how this progresses, and we'll take a look at the Romance Angels deck. You have incredible courage and fortitude, Gemini, and you have a depth. We can see in this card there's the nighttime aspect again, and this strongly is a strong focus in your cards up here of the moon, the energy of the moon, and the depth of your feelings, and your ability to hold that space of emotional depth. It's very strong in this reading. And so it's not surprising we have so many cards that have cups, which represent emotions, emotional fulfillment, the depth of your feelings, the insights of the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength card here. So we're seeing perhaps you going through a period of time of building inner courage and inner resilience, whilst there are, I see, whilst there are challenges around you. I just had I just had a thought that came through that in this reading there may be some energy from another person here that's also representing the burdens that someone else is carrying at the moment. Because we've got a male and a female here. We've got Gemini, what I perceive to be your energy, being the air sign, and the Gemini typically in your head and worrying about things. And then we have a male represented here carrying a lot of burdens. And in this card, the way it was laid out, these two people are looking at each other. This person's worried mentally in her head, and this person is carrying a lot of physical burdens at this point in time. These two people are looking at each other. So the focus is on each other. So that's an interesting take on this reading, in that, you know, perhaps your special person, the two of you are going through something quite similar. And, you know, the influence of the Hierophant may be, oh, that's interesting, could also be, you know, when you're seeking guidance from a higher power, I didn't say that the Hierophant also represents people like counselors, mentors, you know, for those who are religious, it would be priests, professional advice. So it could be that these two people are seeking counselling with a to overcome a difficult situation, or to understand a difficult situation. And then we have, you know, the Queen here, who's got very self-assured energy, with her strength here, her inner strength. We've got, you know, perhaps other people in the mix here, with multiple people with emotions flowing everywhere clearly. And we've got a gentleman here who's feeling very unfulfilled and quite sad, and perhaps a little unable to move, feeling unsure about what the answers are. So that was just an insight that just came in. So anyway, let's see. Given this is a love reading, Gemini, I'm kind of sensing that for some of you, the reading is involving your special person, the person in your focus and in your energy at this point in time. It's so interesting because, you know, in the Four of Cups card is a page, which is a different energy to a queen. And again, we have the page and the queen next to each other. The Queen is feeling self-assured in terms of her financial success and improvements in her life, but the Page here is feeling unfulfilled and dreaming about what he wants. So that's just another take on that card as well. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life at the moment, Gemini. So this may explain why there's what seems to be a lot of working through emotions and difficulties and troubles. However, Spirit is saying, hold on. You know, real love is worth waiting for. What else, Spirit, have you for Gemini, please? What have we got for Gemini in terms of guidance around love relationships? Divine timing, yeah. There is very much passion in your heart around your special person. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel that Spirit is saying, don't give up. You know, feel the passion, connect where you need to connect. Real love is worth waiting for. And, you know, there are times when it's just so important to experience just letting go and surrendering to the passion in your heart, and allowing your soul to sing, and allowing yourself to be open to love. You know, that's what this card is all about. It's about being open to love and expressing that and feeling that, rather than shutting yourself down. You know, real love is worth waiting for. And we can see that that's very much on your mind with all of these cups in this reading. It is just overflowing with hopes and dreams and wishes and moments of joy. There is a reconciliation here for you, Gemini, with your special person. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So I feel that there's a lot of healing going on here at the moment as well. To reconcile is to come together. And, you know, there's an incredible amount of passion here between you and this other person. Reconciliation is part of this journey for the two of you. And it would seem to me that, you know, when you have someone from your past life, someone from your past returning to your life with the card that says it's worth waiting for, then that's the energy that you need to be remembering and keeping in your heart and staying strong. Maintain that inner strength and that inner courage and resilience for yourself, Gemini. It's important when you're going through these changes, and changes, yes, changes are uncomfortable, but I feel that you're on the way. You know, Spirit is saying pretty much be patient here with the process. Things perhaps may not be happening in your timing, but Spirit is saying there's divine timing at work here. There's a lot of moving parts here that need to be considered, and so this is not a time to be rushing the process, but to be aware and to keep that passion within your heart. There's issues around healing family issues too that's influencing your reading, Gemini. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So if there's reason to experience healing with your parents, whether they are passed over or whether they are still with you, this is really important because it's part of you releasing that energy in your heart that's blocked and perhaps regularly being triggered in terms of how you're responding to a special person in your life. If you have not completely healed and you've not dealt with issues from the past that trigger you into having emotional responses or fears around things, then that is going to affect your love life here. And Gemini, I feel that this card has come up quite a few times before, so it's still not resolved, and it's something that you need to spend some time to contemplate, maybe even get some assistance around this in terms of how to heal those wounds. And it may mean that you talk with your parents in spirit, or you find a way to connect to their soul in this life. So if there's difficulties being able to do that person to person, sometimes we can write letters, we can say a prayer or a letter to them and speak to their higher self rather than the person that we know in the physical realm. Whatever it takes for you to express your feelings and to ask for forgiveness or to forgive them, just to really make an effort to heal in order to understand as well, so that your heart can heal and your heart is no longer triggered by circumstances in your life today or future relationships. And that's really important, Gemini. When we do that inner work and we ensure that we heal properly, we have, you know, a better chance of having strong foundation with love following. Yeah, well, there you go. We've got past life relationship here. You've known each other before. So, you know, the special person in your life or the person that's coming into your life, this is all about this strong bond that you have. And not surprising when you've got, you know, incredible passion and chemistry here. We've got reconciliation with someone returning to your life. There's, you know, here an undeniable bond between these two people that is returning again. And so keep that passion alive, Gemini. Keep the passion alive and do the healing work that you need to, so that this reconciliation is healing, is effective. And what does reconciliation mean? It's being completely vulnerable. It's having a trust and an openness, an energy that is open, willing to surrender in terms of listening, not judging, allowing yourselves to reconnect in a way that's meaningful for the two of you, And true reconciliation has to come with love and forgiveness and being able to communicate openly with each other. When there's a lot of emotions involved in a situation, in a relationship, or even for your own self, being able to express those emotions is an important part of the healing process, an important part of the way we communicate. We need to be able to say how we feel, whether that be with your parents or whether that be with your special person in your life, or even to acknowledge your emotions and how you feel to yourself. So going forward, as this develops and evolves, Gemini, there is an indication for some of you of commitment, and it could be marriage or it could be a commitment to the relationship, that this is a factor for some of you with your relationship. This is what is on your mind, this is what you are moving towards. So if we see the progression here, we have worth waiting for. Your special person is worth waiting for. Now clearly there is some discontent here and separation here, and a desire to be able to have the strength to move forward. And Spirit is saying that your special person is worth waiting for, and that, keep the passion alive and do the inner work to heal the family issues so that you are ready for this person, because there is a past life connection here and an opportunity for reconciliation is coming. So we can see how things are now progressing for you. And, with reconciliation, that's obviously, in the reading here, we can see that leads to healing. There's divine here, divine overseeing this and letting us know that there is divine timing at work in your relationship, and this is leading to a positive situation in terms of the outcome of your relationship. Now, it doesn't have to mean wedding, but if it does, so be it. It's a form of commitment to each other. That's what it is. It's a form of recognizing that the two of you are in this together. And how beautiful is that? Anything else, Spirit, to advise Gemini in terms of this love relationship in the month of July? So there's a lot going on here. Be patient with the process, Gemini. We know that you have a bumpy start at the beginning, but then change is happening, and then it becomes a process of patience and exploring and trusting the space. Yeah, and so Gemini, we are back to something that is also on your mind at the moment. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I'm feeling that for you to feel good in yourself and to progress with your life, you are somewhat focused on your security, your stability, what it is that you want to achieve, because this will be a springboard for the next phase of your life. So we have finances and career are an important aspect for you, and it is affecting your love life at the moment. As in, it's an influence. I'm not saying it's positive or negative. It's just that this is where you are focused, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You are wanting to have success and to use this to improve your life. And we know this because the Queen of Pentacles is all about that too. She wants to build and create her future, because this is the way she's able to maintain stability and independence in her life in terms of how she feels about herself and how she can create a solid foundation for her future. And so that's just happens to be where your focus is for the month of July. Now I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. So thank you, Spirit. What else do you have in terms of advice and guidance for Gemini at this time? Yeah, so during the month, you're going to have moments where you're feeling stuck, or even at the beginning of the month. You're feeling stuck and not too clear about the way forward. However, you're not really stuck. You're just sitting on top of the truck there. You can always get down. So can you notice the rainbow there? There is a brighter future on the horizon there. And so there is definitely hope. And the divine is saying, listen, you're not really stuck. Again, it's just the way you're looking at it. So be careful about where your thoughts are landing and what you're dwelling upon, because you're truly not stuck. Sometimes we feel that we are, and we're not progressing in a certain area. But I really do feel that it's temporary. You know, the mud is going to clear. You've got this beautiful energy of the rainbow and a brighter future not too far away for you. Well, there you go. And you do have success. You end up achieving the success that you want to. So things are definitely improving, and your sense of well-being and self-love and recognition is certainly unfolding for you. And you've got people in your tribe who are supporting you and giving you that recognition that you so deserve, Gemini. You've come a long way, and you are definitely making progress. So stay strong and continue to follow your purpose, and do not keep your eye off the pathway forward for yourself. Remain self-composed, draw on that inner wisdom that you have, and you're going to get there, and people are going to recognize that for you. So I do feel that you've got success in your physical life. Your finances, I do feel, are going to improve for you, even if at first they're feeling a little stretched and you're feeling a bit stuck. I think the stuckness is more around your thinking and your emotions more than anything. So just watch where your energy goes. And we have the Spirit card. Angels in 4 directions are so looking after you and really shining down their energy and their guidance for you. I want to actually just read this particular card. It's so beautiful. You've got so much guidance around you. Okay, so with this particular card, 4 angels of the 4 directions, we've got Uriel, Raphael, Michael and Gabriel. So the light of these angels are reaching out in all directions. And Uriel is the angel of the north, which is a source of immense, valuable inspiration. So you have the influence of this beautiful divine inspiration entering your life. So if you're working on a creative project at the moment, or you just need some new ideas, Uriel is ready and willing to help you. This angel also connects you to the universal energy of the Akashic information that exists all around you. And what that means is spiritual information, lessons from the past, wisdom that you can just ask for and it will come to you. And also when you ask for the assistance from Archangel Uriel, you'll get the insights that you need at the right time. And this will help to light you up and light your pathway for you. The next messenger angel is Raphael, which is the Archangel of the East, and this angel supports you with matters of love, healing, children and relationships. So invite the presence of Archangel Raphael into your life to help resolve your love and relationship issues and to bring the physical healing that you desire. So for some of you Geminis out there, if you have physically been unwell or been suffering from injuries, physical injuries, or even just in terms of matters of the heart, ask Archangel Raphael to help you with that healing. The energy of this angel is incredibly powerful, and so Archangel Raphael is often referred to as the miracle worker. When you are aware and you invite the energy of Raphael into your life, Raphael can help open your heart so that you can receive the loving assistance and the guidance that you're wanting. So a miracle is a lot closer to you, Gemini, than you think it is. Yeah. Now, Archangel Michael can really help you with inner strength and stability. Now, we saw that with the strength card coming up here. When you're feeling like you're needing protection, you're needing that strength and guidance, call on Archangel Michael to assist you anytime that you're feeling insecure. You know, whether it's your physical insecurity or personal or financial, Archangel Michael is there to assist you. And I know that there are moments during the month that you are going to be feeling wobbly, so call out to Archangel Michael to help you in those areas. This also represents the energy of Archangel Gabriel, the angel of the West, which is all about the angel of communication. And so Archangel Gabriel can be assisting you in areas of communication projects and careers. So if you're needing to find the right words when you are communicating with others, in your workplace, perhaps if you do writing of any kind, or if it's in communication with those who are close to you, ask Archangel Gabriel to assist you to find the right words to express yourself. It's also about your self-talk. Be very careful about the things that you are saying to yourself and telling yourself, the conversations that you're having inside of you. Make sure that you're engaging in optimistic and self-honouring language that sort of puts you in a very deserving place, Gemini. We don't want to disempower yourself. Archangel Gabriel will help you to tap into self-loving language and make that a reality for you on an everyday perspective. Archangel Gabriel can also help you to speak up and empower yourself, to speak your truth to other people. So if you have a habit of not sharing your feelings or your thoughts around things, then ask Archangel Gabriel to help you with that, to help you to really express the truth of how you feel, what it is that you need, just to speak your truth and to know that this is a really good time for you to be doing that. I do sense that you're just going through a lot of change and that, you are needing clarity, not just for yourself. You are needing clarity for yourself and the ability to express that to yourself. It's also about being able to express that to the special people in your life and to be clear about your goals and your intentions. And so asking Archangel Gabriel to step in to help you in that way would be a really great thing to do. So Spirit, what else can you advise Gemini in terms of love relationships and this beautiful pathway of soul growth and self-love as well? What does Gemini need to know? Dropping, here we go. So you are going to experience the benefit of friends and colleagues around you at this time, and their support is a very important part of your journey. So it's really beautiful to see that you've got that connection with people. It does help you to feel inspired, to feel valued, and also you get a chance to share how you feel with your friends and to celebrate the good times. It is about keeping that beautiful upbeat energy alive and to know that you've got multiple places to focus in your life, not just in one area, and that's important. Archangel Michael, what can you... Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But if Archangel Michael is here with us right now, we ask for your guidance as well. Spirit, thank you. What can you show Gemini in terms of this love relationship here, reconciliation with your special person, and perhaps a deeper commitment? What can you share with us here? So you're taking steps in the right direction, Gemini, and this is in general, but there's an energy of self-improvement and you heading in the right direction. Things are going to improve in your life for you and you're doing what it takes. So have confidence in yourself and trust in yourself, Gemini. You're going in the right direction and things are looking beautiful, hopeful, improvement, abundance is actually coming into your life. But it is also about where you place your intention. Okay, so it's important for you to be clear about your intentions and where you're heading and what it is that you're wanting for your life. So when you're clear about your intention, then you know what steps you can take and what direction that you're moving towards. So, so that's really important. Okay, so we also have, again, Spirit card, family, friends and guides. So we've got twice now. We've got friends and colleagues and family, friends and spiritual guides here. So let me just take a quick look at what is being shared with us around the Spirit card. Now, I had that in my hands. Here it is. Okay. So what is being shared here in this card is your spiritual mentors. This is a reminder that you have an ever-present power of the Spirit in your life, Gemini. There is unending inspiration around you and support any time that you invoke the loving entities of the spiritual realm. So you do have the presence of a spiritual friend, family or family member around you in your life at the moment who's being a beautiful guide to you and support to you, coming from the spiritual world. And I think that probably moments that you are connecting in with that person, someone that you've known and has passed over, is around you and providing you reassurance and guidance. So be sure to be open to this energy, Gemini, rather than shut it down, because there's a lot of really important knowledge that's being shared with you at this moment. And this is helping you to understand the bigger picture for yourself in terms of your past life experiences and then what you're experiencing today. All the wisdom that you could ever need is being accessed through your higher self at the moment and through the spirit loved ones around you. And there's got to be a reason for that, because there's a lot of spiritual growth happening here for you, and that's why you've got, the angels very much around you at the moment, and the emphasis of spiritual guides around you. This card is telling you there's something going on in your life that could use the advice of Spirit. This is interesting. Perhaps a beloved family doctor from the other side is helping you heal, or a friend in spirit giving you guidance concerning a relationship issue at this time. So ask for the information that you need and be open to receiving it in a myriad of unexpected ways. Sometimes we'll just have a realization, a thought will pop into our mind out of nowhere. I do feel that is Spirit or our, friends in spirit, in the spiritual realm, who are giving us those nudges, those ideas, the information that we need to fill in the gaps. And when we intentionally ask for that help, it does come to us in a lot of different ways. There may be a conversation that we overhear, there may be something that we notice as we're driving or walking, it may be something that we read that triggers a thought or an idea about something. They are the answers that are being given to you. So you are being assisted from the spiritual realm right now. Plus also it does require you to actively ask for that assistance. So when we have taking steps with the intention card, it is about you purposefully stepping forward, purposefully creating your intentions, and that means to ask for the guidance that you're seeking. So you've got the angels, the big four here, Uriel, Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Gabriel here, ready and waiting to give you the most incredible assistance and guidance right now. So use what is there and available to you. Oh, amazing. Now we're coming up to a bit of a long read here, so let's just recap. So don't be alarmed by the challenges that you experience in the beginning of the month. You do get past that fairly quickly, but we have just recognised that asking for assistance and guidance, and there's that sort of counsellor card as well there, is important as you're going through some big changes in your life. And it's all about acknowledging your feelings and and also your special person is, I feel like your special person is mirroring you in some way, because I do feel that person's energy is in this reading as well, and that they're somehow experiencing something quite similar. And then we've got this point of view reconciling and coming together. And at that point, I think it's really important in that reconciliation process that you both are able to celebrate that, you both are able to have honest, clear discussions with each other, maintain your strength and your stability. And I know that finances are important to both of you at the moment, and creating that stability for a future that perhaps that you're wanting to have. Draw on the support of family and friends at the moment, as well as spirit. Okay, all right, we're going to pull one card from the Angel Prayers deck here. Sorry, here we go. Oh, there are so many ways that we could take this reading. I don't like the idea of rushing through a reading, and that's why I take my time, because insights come and it evolves. The message evolves as we move through the month. It's a process after all. We've got the miracle of nature here, and that's really important for you, grounding and connecting and feeling healthy in yourself. Health is important, and nature is there to assist you with your well-being. So connect with nature whenever you can. Get the fresh air, re-energize yourself, and it's also helps you to, it's like having a shower almost, but energetically, you know, clearing yourself of any toxic energy and really re-energizing yourself in the way that's helpful and meaningful to you. The Whispers of Love deck, thank you Spirit. Have you got a message here for Gemini? Whispers of Love. To really connect with nature does sort of allow you to recognize your spiritual connection with nature too, and to really release all of the physical elements, the mental toxicity that we build up. It's so healing. Appreciate this moment that you're going through at the moment. Every situation that you're going through in life is an opportunity to grow and find love. Ask yourself, you know, as you're moving through the month and you've got the questions that you have and the feelings that you have, ask yourself what there is for you to understand, and for you to understand about yourself is what I mean, and what it is that you can learn about love. How is this love deepening? Because I feel that there is this experience here is about you deepening your love and understanding what that means. So in this card, know that everything that you're experiencing right now is a chance for you to grow, to go to the next level. There is divine timing around all of this. Look for love in your life. See through eyes of love. This is about you learning and growing when it comes to love. Yeah. So she's holding this beautiful shell and peering into the shell to see even more on the inside. You know, when we can see things superficially in life, and, you know, as an example in this card, we can focus on the superficial, the external things in life where we feel like we're stuck. We can see we're stuck in mud, but there's so much more to your experience. And when we access the wisdom of our spiritual guides, and we go to nature and connect with nature, and we have eyes of love to see what is beyond the surface of things, we can see into things, and we can see love and opportunities to love beyond the surface of what is happening in our life. I don't feel we're finished. So we'll pull a card from the Mary Magdalene deck, from the Magdalene Oracle deck, I should say. Well, that just flipped out. We've got intimacy here. that's come up in your readings. We have the intimacy card. So let's understand. Intimacy can be emotional intimacy as well as physical intimacy, and certainly does affect our love life for obvious reasons, but it's also about trust and vulnerability as well, and really knowing yourself well. So what's affecting you at the moment in your love life is you have probably been emotionally hurt in the past, Gemini, and as a result you're reluctant to share your feelings with others because you fear being hurt again. It's understandable you've placed a protective shield around your heart. However, now is the time to drop the armour, because at present it's preventing a worthwhile relationship from forming. There is someone who dearly loves you, Gemini, and the love this person has for you is real. Trust and share your feelings and experiences openly and honestly, and you'll be amazed at what unfolds. The most intimate relationships are usually formed through tears and laughter, so don't be afraid to express your feelings, fears and vulnerabilities. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace the new. I had a feeling that there was something more that was to come out, and that was it. Because the whole of this reading is very much about emotions and your feelings, Gemini, and the wave that you're going through. And it tells me that you've had a lot of things that have felt painful, and you're dealing with that. And I feel your special person, as I said before, is mirroring that as well. So this is about healing, it's about exploring, it's about feeling safe to trust again, and creating that intimacy between the two of you, so that there's an emotional trust between the two of you, and to not close up your heart. So have the conversations that need to be had, Gemini, and trust that this is going in a beautiful direction. As I said before, we have the reconciliation card and the wedding card, which is a form of commitment to each other. And to just move gently through this month, Gemini. I'm pulling a card from the Flower Therapy deck, and then I promise you I'm finishing the reading. Yes. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. And don't forget to ask Spirit for guidance. And watch this video a couple of times just to remind you. Be positive. There we go. The card says be positive. We have a beautiful pink bromeliad here. Beautiful energy. Be positive. Stay compassionate. Your thoughts can shape your experience, Gemini, so be sure to focus on the positive. So that's a beautiful way to finish the reading, Gemini, for the month of July. Be easy on yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Allow yourself to feel. Remain positive. Express what you need to express. And trust in the process. Spirit is there guiding you, giving you all the assistance that you need. All right, take care, Gemini, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.